Gamers, beavers, lurkers, grab your snacks. The underdog, the legend in his own mind. Jaybeazt, dropping memes and bringing heat. Jaybeazt, stream is starting, pull up a seat. Breaking news, trailers dropped. I react and maybe sound a bit shocked. New game hype, I got the tea. Call of Duty, Battlefield, come watch me. Not a big shot, just starting out, but I'll hype your chat and hype my clout. My aim's kinda bad, my joke's kinda worse, but at least I never stream with rehearse. Jaybeazt, underdog with gamer streak. Jaybeazt, laughs, reacts, chaos you seek. Warning. Jaybeazt, you may mispronounce your favorite game. Please remain calm. Chat's alive, memes flying fast. I may fail, but it's always a blast. Subscriber hype, not just some friends, but the fun and chaos never ends. Reacting, chatting, sometimes I play, even if I die in the first 5 minutes. Hey, new game breakdown, I'll nerd out loud, making jokes, looking goofy, maybe proud. Jaybeazt, underdog, but bringing fire. Jaybeazt, lo-fi beats, memes, and satire. Who's in chat? Beast back. What's the game? Total snack. Level up? Maybe not yet, but we laugh, we hype, you won't forget. Achievements, sure, but I miss a lot. Glitches, bugs, rage quits I've caught. But while the pros are flexing loot, I'm here, underdog with style and cute. Streaming news, trailers, reactions too. Sometimes I even know what I'm doing, kinda true. Chat laughs, memes fly, and everyone's hyped. Welcome to Jaybeazt, the underdog is live tonight. Jaybeazt, underdog, chaotic streak. Jaybeazt, gaming news, laughs, you seek. Not a pro but never weak. Caution, Jaybeazt may mispronounce your famous pronunciative game or make you laugh uncontrollably. Stream starting now. The fifth out.
What up, everybody? Welcome to the weekend stream, and thank you for joining. And sorry that I'm late. Uh, uh, yeah, Ali, thank you. Thank you for waiting, bro. I know I kept you waiting there a little bit, although we were playing together Battlefield. That's why we were late, and we don't want to talk about that. But anyway. Yeah, thanks for joining, man. It's been quite a week. It's been quite a week. Been here for an hour. Yeah, you've been here for an hour just playing Battlefield, or more than an hour. You started playing Battlefield when, like 5 o'clock? Has it been? Or 5 or 6 o'clock or something? Yeah, I was actually supposed to start the stream at 7, so I postponed it to 8. Because Battlefield. You never skip on Battlefield, so unfortunately, for those people who waited, which is probably nobody at this point, but yeah, thank you. Always capture A. Yeah, yeah, man. Always capture A. I know. Uh, hang on. Give me a second. Let me. All right, cool. All right, let's do this. I'm trying to see what the hell is going on here. Oh, okay, cool. All right, well, today is gonna be, well, it's not that long because I don't have a lot to talk about here. You already pretty much covered a lot of the stuff on Thursday. Um, but I do have a few things obviously involving Battlefield 6 information. There's some of the stuff that I want to talk about. Something to do with Battle Royale, which might interest some of you. And also some funny article that I saw on Call of Duty, which I also want to get to in a bit as well. It's a comment that a dev from Raven Soft made about Call of Duty Warzone, which I thought was kind of funny. If you don't know who Raven Soft is one of the Call of Duty developers studios. I think it's Infinity Ward, Raven Soft, and what else? Treyarch. And Sledgehammer Games, I believe. I don't know if they're still there, but yeah. Anyway, I will be talking about that, and also, um, Halo is coming to PS5, which is I didn't think they would be releasing Halo so soon on PS5. It's kind of Xbox's flagship game. Um, but it's kind of like PS5 really releasing Uncharted on Xbox, which I don't think they have done yet. So interesting. Blast from the past, yeah. It it's one of the best Halo games that are releasing too. It's called Combat Evolved. I don't know if you remember that game. It's been remade completely in Unreal Engine, and that's the one that's coming to PS5. And there's also a gameplay demo trailer. There's 13 minutes of gameplay of it, which we will be looking at later as well. And that's kind of the stuff that I want to talk about. But we'll dig in to our normal Reddit threads and see if there's anything else that stick out that's worth talking about, obviously. And if you guys got anything I want to talk about, yeah. Where the fuck is Black Flag, dude? Black Flag is coming. They still haven't officially announced it yet, which I thought they would do at this point because everyone kind of knows about it now. But week your week two thoughts of Battlefield 6. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait for season one because I already did an impressions video on Battlefield 6, and it's no secret like how I feel about Battlefield 6. And I've already done a lot of videos covering Battlefield 6. In those videos, I talk a lot about Battlefield. So I think I'll wait for season one content to drop and then maybe do a video on that, because I think right now the consensus is we're missing a lot of big maps from Battlefield. You know, we do have quite smaller maps and tight maps as well, which we do love. But um, Battlefield 6 is known to have massive big area maps, which we don't really have, other than I think Mirak Valley. Mirak Valley is kind of big, but it's not even that big compared to what we used to have in Battlefield. So, but I think one of the new maps that's dropping on season one is Blackwell Fields or something. That's one of the bigger maps. So I want to test it out and give my thoughts. Any tips on improving KDAs after completing challenges? Dude, I think you gotta finish your challenge as a Battlefield player, and then you gotta switch your style to be a COD player. I think that'll probably work because, just imagine that you're playing COD while playing Battlefield. I think that'll improve your KDA if you really care about it that much. Um, but I don't think most of the players care. I think it's just you, Zaved, just you. Um, but let's anything but a COD player. Yeah. Eh. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about with Battlefield 6 is there's been some mining, as people do with these games, and there was some revelations on Battle Royale game, which is I think Call of Duty Warzone equivalent to Battlefield 6, and it's coming on October 28th apparently, and it's called Battlefield RedSec. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about that, and I found this through this article. Let me just pull it up. It's on where it is. According to so it's been posted by this guy called Modern Warzone. He's gaming news personality on Twitter. Spider-Man on right there doesn't seem to be pleased. Yeah, I know. He always looks angry at me, but I ignore him. So, you know, let me show this. Oh, let me move this to the side. Can you guys see? Okay, you can see. Cool. All right. So it's this Twitter account that released some of that information. I'm trying to find the original one. I think, yeah, this is the battle. Yeah, this is the post that he did. So can you see? You can see. I feel like he's judging BF6 performance. Hey, I think my BF6 performance is pretty good, bro. You know, as a Battlefield player, I think everyone would agree. Um, but yeah, anyway, this is what they say. Breaking news: Warzone is planning to simultaneously support multiple large maps. So okay, this is about Warzone, but this is Battle Royale. Dude, where is that thing? Modern Warzone. Okay, I'll just go back to the original article. So this is where I found it, right? A data mine for Battlefield 6. Let me just turn it big. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's better. Yeah, so it says a data mine for Battlefield 6 has revealed that the highly anticipated Battle Royale is currently set to launch on October 28th. The strings of code which have been posted online refer to a mode code named Granite, which Insider Gaming can verify is the Battle Royale game mode. So this is kind of, I mean, obviously Battle Royale will be free to play because it's the Warzone equivalent. Um, and then this article kind of further elaborates on what that is. Apparently, it's now called RedSec. Uh, and here it says a fresh story has revealed that Battlefield RedSec is the name of the rebranded Battle Royale game mode coming in Battlefield 6. Firestorm is now a thing of the past, and BF6 is gearing up for its strongly rumored October 28 Battle Royale Shadow Drop. We've known for weeks that Battlefield 6 is getting a Battle Royale mode. It features an innovative insta-death circle mechanic, and a data mine revealed that the Battle Royale is set to release on October 28. Now we've learned the new game mode is full title. Yeah, so I mean it's not like huge news or anything, but I think there were talks about how this is going to be shadow drops without like any prior marketing or anything. I think that's still the plan because they still haven't said anything about it. I don't think. I think the reason is because they don't really want to shadow the success of Battlefield 6 and also the new season dropping thing next week in a couple of days. It's 25th today, so it's dropping soon. So I think they want to kind of focus on that and keep that momentum going. And people who play Battlefield 6 will keep playing Battlefield 6 just like you and me and most of us. And people who want to play Battlefield RedSec, which is kind of the equivalent of, yeah, it is like Fortnite. It is like Fortnite. And Fortnite is what forced Call of Duty to do a Warzone mode. And then Battlefield also had a Battle Royale mode like back in the day. I don't know how successful it was. I didn't ever play it. And it's coming to this as well. And there'll be a certain group of people who want to try that and probably stick with it. But those are different kind of people. I don't think there's a lot of clash between people who play Battlefield main game versus the Battle Royale modes, because those are two very different play styles. But yeah, it's for people who want to play it like that, and they will have that option soon. So yeah, what do you guys think about that? Do you like Battle Royale? Have you played it before in Battlefield when it was a thing in the back in the day? I have never played it. Let me know. But yeah, it's a small piece of news. But the other thing that I want to talk about is Raven Software made a comment on Warzone. So it looks like most of the news that's been going around in the last couple of days has been focusing on Warzone and Battle Royale, apparently. But I thought this was also kind of funny because they apparently said Raven Software admits Warzone feels a bit stale. Are we surprised? Are we surprised? Tell me, are we surprised? This is an article by Grant Taylor Hill in Insider Gaming. And he's saying, in the run-up to the release of Black Ops 7, a point of contention for the community is around the innovation, or lack of, tied to Call of Duty Warzone, the Battle Royale platform that was released in March 2020. Dude, it was that long ago? Okay. Has started to stagnate yet again. And fans are dropping off for alternate experiences, such as the upcoming Battlefield 6 RedSec Battle Royale release. Yeah, okay. In a recent blog, Raven Software acknowledged that Warzone's Resurgence experience is becoming stale and recognized that the Rebirth Island map is in dire need of a revitalization. I want to see this social media post. Okay, so Raven Software is one of the studios who make Battlefield games. Battlefield games? Call of Duty games. Like I said before, there are 3 or 4 studios making Call of Duty games. Treyarch, Infinity Ward, who are the original guys of Call of Duty, I think. And then Sledgehammer, and then Raven. They sort of take in turns or sometimes collaborate in making Call of Duty games each year. But yeah, I thought it was kind of funny. They're coming from one of their own, calling their own game stale, which is quite interesting. This is the original post. We'll read that. It's a hey run with all the exciting Black Ops 7 updates coming out of Treyarch these last few weeks. We wanted to take a moment to share some updates of our own about Call of Duty Warzone as we draw closer to Season 1. Our focus for the year ahead boils down to 3 pillars: Battle Royale, Resurgence, and the future of the game. Battle Royale is the foundation upon which we built every new mode, feature, and memorable moment. And while we continue to innovate across the entire game, we feel it's important that Battle Royale remains a cornerstone of what we do. That's why we are expanding Battle Royale to include support for multiple large maps via rotation. While it wasn't previously realistic for us to host multiple large maps, we've since taken the steps necessary to support it. This won't be a launch feature with Black Ops 7's, but it's the key addition to slated for next year. Back in the spring with the release of Verdansk, we announced that we'd approach change more deliberately to preserve the original Warzone launch experience. We still stand by that, but we're going to increase how often we release updates and refine the way we surface new features to you. The goal is balance, keep things moving without forgetting about seasonal support and quality of life. Oh, this is long. Okay, so he keeps going. Looking ahead. Wow, big post. Trying some updates on the way. Yeah, okay. I don't think I'm gonna read the whole post, but essentially, yeah. Well, anyway, this is essentially what they've said, and many going back to the article, it says too little, too late. Many Warzone creators and die-hard fans have stressed that Raven Software is making changes far too late, especially as the first season of Black Ops 7 will bring a new small-form Warzone map, Haven's Hollow. In any case, the team at Raven is desperate to refresh the Rebirth experience by tidying up the map. We've heard you loud and clear. Rebirth Island and the broader Resurgence experience have started to feel a bit stale. So to start, we're delivering a full refresh to Rebirth Island in Season 2, which includes new POI updates, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it looks like they finally heard somebody. I mean, it looks like they're finally starting to listen to the fans, even though it looks like they've been loud and clear for most of the time, like all this time, really. But they didn't do anything because they didn't have to. But now they're doing all these changes and making promises left and right because quite frankly, I love looking at this because I kind of sometimes check it every day just to see if there's any changes or resurgence of players in Call of Duty, because I would love to see both games balance out, you know. But it looks like they are struggling. So right now it's a weekend now. if you look at this is Battlefield 6, and players, it's got almost 200,000 players on right now, and 24-hour peak was 362,000 players. Okay, and we got 23,000 players right now on Call of Duty. 23,000, and peak was almost 50,000 in last 24 hours. So yeah, they're quite struggling, and yeah, Battlefield consistently have almost 4 or 5 times the amount of players in Call of Duty right now, which is interesting, and it looks like, yeah, we've been hitting pretty much those numbers. I mean, the lowest we've gotten has been 128, I suppose. Yeah, and then it keeps hitting. It keeps going up and down. Whereas we got here the peaks are 43, 45, you got 48 here. This was 19th of October. We got 64. So yeah, just within the week, it's just fluctuating between somewhere 63,000 to between 17,000. So it's kind of ridiculous, and that's where Call of Duty is at right now. And is there Call of Duty Warzone? Yeah, if you go to Call of Duty Warzone, where are the charts? Does it show anything? Doesn't look like it shows a player count. Doesn't show the player counts, do they? Nope. Charts. Yeah, okay. It doesn't look like. Oh, no, that's reviews. Okay. It doesn't look like. It's got mostly negative. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't show the player count for this one. I don't know if there is a place that you can look at it. If you do know, let me know. I'm not a Warzone player, so I don't really know anything about it. But it's pretty clear who's winning at the moment, is even though it's not really a competition. But this is clearly forcing Call of Duty to rethink some of the strategy behind these games and adjust frantically to get some of these players back, because it seems like even their very own lovable Call of Duty players seem to have ditched their own game to play. They could be playing something else, not necessarily Battlefield, but if you look at the numbers, it looks like Battlefield has a lot of numbers, and a high portion of that has to be COD players. So yeah, and I think definitely there are hardcore COD players on Battlefield, because why else would someone just jump into Battlefield portal and make Call of Duty maps on it, right? I mean, just a thought. Yeah. And this is go back to this. Go back. 30 minute gameplay. There it is. Okay, so Halo is coming to PlayStation 5, and also it's not like an old game that's coming. It's a remake of Halo Combat Evolved. It's a full remake built on Unreal Engine 5. I know, Unreal Engine 5. When you hear Unreal Engine 5, a lot of the PC gamers just really cringe a little bit and shudder. But hear me out. It's built on Unreal Engine 5, and it's also coming to PS5. It's been renamed Halo Campaign Evolved. So we do have a 13-minute gameplay demo release on official Halo channel on YouTube. So we're just gonna have a look at it and see how that looks. Shall we? Oh my god, look. I just realized these are like different. Oh, did I notice it before? Yeah, I did notice it before, didn't I? I just didn't pay attention. But did you guys notice that the YouTube player is updated? It just has these weird icons now. Doesn't look the same. It's very weird. This is the new pre-release build, work in progress.
The Covenant believe that what they call the Silent Cartographer is somewhere under this island. The Cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center.
Looks good. I mean, Combat Evolved is a pretty good game. So they just have to rebuild the whole thing in Unreal Engine. I wonder if they did the same kind of approach as Oblivion Remastered. It looks good, I guess, but it's got that Unreal Engine feel to it, which I can't quite put my finger on it. But you know what I mean? It's got that Unreal Engine-ness to it. Like, I think it's the color palette. It's like too vivid for Halo. It needs to be a little bit darker and prettier, I reckon. Something's a little... Oh, it looks good though. Graphically, it looks pretty good. It is a pre-release build and a work in progress, so...
Affirmative. Echo 419 inbound. Somebody order a warthog. Hey, I didn't know you made house calls, Warhammer.
Oh, look at that Halo.
You know our motto. We deliver.
Look at that Halo. I mean, that skyline. I gotta talk about that skyline. That skyline was one of the things that always amazed me playing this game as a kid. You know, the skyline always like amazed me, like playing through the game and looking at that Halo just like loop around and like the massive planet next to it and all. It was always like, it was such a mesmerizing scene when as a kid. It didn't even look that good back in the day, but you know, going back, it feels very nostalgic looking at it. It used to like take your breath away. Tell me if it hasn't had the same effect on you.
Let's go find the map room. That will show us the
floaty.
location of Halo's control center.
Why is that floating?
I've been able to pinpoint the main facility by cross-referencing Covenant survey data and religious texts. We were right. It's on this island. I've marked the entrance with a nav point. Cliff wall. I'll bet the silent cartographer is somewhere inside that facility. They're already inside. We have to get in there and stop them before they learn the location of the control center.
It does look better than Halo Infinite though.
The Covenant are putting up a real fight. The cartographer must be here. My
I don't know if it's the
analysis
lighting or the
indicates that
color
map
palette,
room
but it
should
just
be at
got
the bottom floor of this
like
facility.
a weird.
Let's keep going inside. Don't
It
let
has
them
a
lock the
weird-
doors.
It looks too vivid. In a very unrealistic way.
Interesting. I underestimated the Covenant's understanding of Halo's subsystems. We need to find the security override to get this door open. Cortana to Keys.
Go ahead,
Okay.
Cortana. Have you found the control center?
Negative, Captain. The Covenant have impeded our progress. We can't proceed unless we can disable this installation's security system.
Understood. We're still en route to the objective. I may be out of contact when we get there. Here are your orders. I want you to use any means necessary to force
Okay.
your way into the facility and find Halo's control center.
You know, I wonder if they approach the game building in the same way as Oblivion Remasters. If you don't know what I'm talking about, in Oblivion Remastered, Skyrim, Oblivion, Elder Scroll, sorry, not Skyrim. They didn't build the whole game from the ground up. They literally used the same game engine and from like their old game engine, and then use Unreal Engine to put like a graphical skin on top of it. So graphically, it looks completely overhauled, but in terms of like the gameplay mechanics and everything, like all the logics is exact copy of what the old game used to be. They didn't do any changes to it other than like a few minor tweaks. So it's literally like you got the old game here and then it's wrapped around with an Unreal Engine code, and that's what they did. They didn't build the whole thing from the ground up. I wonder if that's what they did. They're calling this a remake though. They're not calling it a remaster because Oblivion is called a remaster. They didn't specifically call it a remake because of how they rebuilt it, even though it did feel like a remake because everything was completely made from the ground up in terms of graphical fidelity, but in terms of gameplay mechanics and the game logics and everything, it was still the old game. So maybe this was made from the ground up with the same logic built within an Unreal Engine rather than using the old system. I'm not sure, but they are calling it a remake, so that must be the case, but I'm still wondering.
Good luck, people. Keys out.
Let's move down the beach. Keep an eye out for any unusual structures that could house the security system. It looks like there is a path into the interior of the island.
I mean, not much is going on. If you love shooting a lot, you're gonna love this game. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip ahead because I don't think there's a whole lot to look at here. It looks impressive as graphically. Oh, there's a cutscene. Oh, that music, dude. Hit you right in the feels. I would say this though. They made some crappy Halo games, but they nailed it with the music. This music is so iconic. Just hits you right in the feels, man. Hey. Yeah. You missed the trailer, bro. But I mean, it's impressive. It's impressive. I'll give them that. But yeah, let's check the comments. I always like to check at the comments and see what the. Of course, what a noob! Didn't try the warthog inside the door. How could they leave out the best part of Warhammer's line? Yeah, because these are some hardcore fans. I don't even know what they're talking about. Somehow Combat Evolved has returned. Do you get this reference? Do you get this reference? I put this in one of the videos I made recently. So that's our Warhammer news. Oh, what's the Warhammer news? I'm not really a Warhammer guy, dude. I played 1 or 2 Warhammer games, but not a big Warhammer dude. So I'm not really in that scene. But yeah, what is it? We can talk about it. Revolt. Flood mission gonna be spooky as hell. Saw some YouTube vids on the gameplay. I'm like, the heck? What's it called? It was like Total War but Warhammer version. Do you know what it's called? We can check it out. Should they remove the tree so you can free draw Warhog? Oh yes. The bolt slab needs to come back. Unreal starters. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I mean, people will give Unreal a lot of shit, but this is a pre-release alpha build, it looks like. So hopefully they might be able to, sort that out before it's released. Hopefully. But yeah, it is an issue with Unreal Engine starters. Crazy to see Warhammer after all these years. You forgot her best line though. Touchdown. Hit it, Marines. Brave of Microsoft to leak their own gameplay reel. Okay. Yeah, okay. It seems like mostly people are hyped. Dare I say hyped? I mean, in their own way. Okay. They're not really happy about Unreal Engine, but it looks like people are getting nostalgic over this gameplay, and it looks like most of these guys will be actually checking it out. Alpha footage, yeah, I reckon it is alpha footage. Where is all the blood? Has Halo ever had blood? I don't recall it having blood. I don't know. Warhammer 3, Total War Warhammer 3. Okay, let's check that out, son. All right. Total War. Oh, there it is. Dude, Warhammer is not something that I know enough about to talk about, Is this the announcement trailer? Is that what you're talking about? 8 days ago. Dude, it's been a while. Torments of destruction and shit. Okay. Tides of Torment. Yeah. Is this the one? Have I found the right one? It's like just the announced trailer. Never played any Warhammer.
What has loyalty
given?
Where has devotion led?
Warhammer is huge though. Like, it's huge. But I just don't know anything about. I mean, it's very lore heavy franchise. I just don't know enough about to talk about it, There's a lot going on in this franchise.
Change is painful, but pain
Looks sick.
brings freedom.
Yeah, it looks like the final movie of Harry Potter. A lot of magic. See? I don't know. I don't know how to talk about this game. There's just some crazy shit happening here. Oh, that's sick. Holy shit. Okay. Whoa. Like you never know. You never know which side to face when you like with her, you know? Because like it's like where? Which way? She's got hands all over her, you know? So many hands. Bruh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 5 or more? I can't tell. Yeah, okay. Tides of Torment. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Warhammer is a huge ass game. Like, I think the only game that I have tried is Space Marines 2 in like Warhammer 40,000. That's related, right? Even then, like, I don't know enough of the lore to like actually have a say in this, because I don't want to get screwed by all the hardcore fanboys of this franchise. So I will rather not say anything, you know. It started showing up in your YouTube. Yeah, I think you're getting into Warhammer, dude. But yeah, Total War. I'm not really super Is this related to Warhammer 40,000, dude? Because I know Warhammer 40,000. But I don't know Total War. Don't know Total War. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I can't say I'm excited or anything. It's a tactics game, real-time tactics, whatever. That's what they're calling it themselves. But you love the turn-based Total War shit? Okay. This is the official. Yeah. Total War Warhammer 3. This was 2 years ago. Whoa, okay. They posted that 2 years ago. Single player review. Dude, how old is this? Tides of Torment. Tides of Torment. That's the new bit. Oh, is it Omens of Destructions? Ah, okay. Omens of Destruction. But that was like 10 months ago. The one that we just saw was a new one. Yeah, man. I'm at a total loss when it comes to these games because I'm not into these games. I don't really play these games, so I have no idea. Got you intrigued, okay.
These two kids think they could steal my glory.
There was a time I used to play these kind of games. Like, I used to be super into Age of Empires. I used to be super into Age of Empires. I love that game and played a whole lot of it. And I also used to like a lot of like top-down type games. Do you remember Commando? I don't know if you remember that game. Commando was one of the best games I've ever played. It was like a top-down tactical shooter, I reckon. You can call it a shooter. Yeah, it's like a tiny little Commando top-down shooter, and I loved that game. I played a lot of it. And yeah, Age of Empires is the other one. But yeah, I haven't played it in more than a decade now. Kind of grown out of it. But I can see the appeal. I can see the appeal. Oh, that's sick. It's giving me some Lord of the Rings vibe. Dude, like Lord of the Rings, like a tactical shooter like this in Lord of the Rings, like stack, like what do you call this? Like top down. That would be like set in Lord of the Rings universe. That would be cool, you know. That would be definitely cool. Not saying that I would play it because like I said, I'm not a Warhammer dude. Just haven't really gotten into it, but I would definitely check it out. Try to get it. You might get me to try it. But do you remember the game that I was talking about just before? Commando, the game. You're a total war dude? Okay. Alright. Commando. Oh my god. Yeah, this is it. This is it.
Hello, BMFox here.
Okay, not this guy, but he's playing this game.
To get detected.
This.
If I double click my green beret, he's
There you
gonna
go.
run.
Commando.
Which is exactly what I want him to do.
1998, man.
X
But
so
there
that I
was a
can
newer
take
version
out
of this.
My knife. I want to take out all my targets
Yeah.
without a sound, if possible.
There was a newer version of this.
Because I really don't want to get detected. If I get detected, alarms are going to go off. Units are going to start
Commandos.
patrolling, and
Well, Commandos Origins. Whoa, hey, hang on. There's a new Commandos game coming? Hey! Is that happening? This was released in a year ago. I didn't know because I'm not in this thing. Command and Conquer, Red Alert, yeah. Oh, dude. There's a new Commandos game. Okay, I hope they show some gameplay because this is what it used to feel like.
All right, guys,
Okay.
let's get this job done. I don't want to explain to HQ
Yeah,
why an entire
this was the
outpost is
gameplay
on
even
the
back
force.
then. Dude, this was the GOAT. I love playing this game so much. It was hard. It was actually hard. But it was so much fun playing it. I used to play the heck out of this game as a kid. And I have so like core memories burnt into my head playing this. This must be already out. This was a announcement trailer shown on Gamescom 2024. So just a year old. I don't know if it's already out or not. But this might get me to actually try this game again. I would actually play this kind of game.
Engage them first.
Just purely because of memories, man. That looks sick. Yeah.
Just gonna make sure
Speaking of
time to
wishlist that shit, yeah. Dude, you know what? Totally. I should actually wishlist this.
fast and precise.
Oh,
That's
maybe
gonna
it might be already out. Let me check. Commandos Origins.
If you think the three of us are enough to pull this off.
I'm opening Steam.
Want to win the
It's
war,
taking a while.
we don't have a
Don't know.
choice.
Don't know. I'm checking. I'm waiting for Steam to open so I can
Not
check
the
it.
first time we've done the impossible.
Commandos. Ah, there it is. Okay. Whoa, $73. Holy fuck, that's expensive for a game like this. It is out. It is out. I'm gonna add it to my wish list because I might buy it later when it's on sale. Yeah, that doesn't look like it should worth $70 to be honest. I would probably buy for maybe 30 or 40 bucks. But I understand it's a new game. I'm not gonna buy it now, obviously, not at 70 bucks. I might wait for a sale and buy it later. I'm not in a hurry to try it. But it's definitely something I might go back to and like, you know, check out purely because of nostalgia. Dude, speaking of old games, you might check out some gameplay. Yeah, check out some gameplay. Actually, let's check out some gameplay. Commandos Origins gameplay. Commander's Origin new gameplay in 15 minutes. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. We won't check out the whole 15 minutes, but let's check it out. Check it out. Grasses. Okay. Okay. Ooh, where's that stutter? Oh. This guy was struggling to capture this game.
I better get going before.
It looks good. It looks good, man. I mean, it definitely looks like it's 2024 game. Weirdly enough, I feel like back in the day when I was playing the game, this is exactly how graphic looked back in the day too. Is that weird? I feel like I felt like that too. Hey, buddy. Yeah, thanks, man. What's up, bro? Why you're like, Something about the texture feels weird. This is probably built on Unreal Engine. Okay? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Let's check if it is true. Developer Claymore Game Studios. It doesn't say it's anything about the engine. Let me check it while you watch this. Yep. Yeah, as I suspected, it is built on Unreal Engine 5. That's probably where you're getting that weird texture feel and the stutters. Common issue with the engine right now. Common issue. And it might also be because Unreal Engine is also kind of one of those engines that is built for first person, third person player, that kind of games primarily. Not like top down tactical kind of games like this. So it's just the textures that are built, the way the textures visualize depending on the angle that you look at, that might be affecting the game, like how it looks because of how the engine works. It might be because of that. Like if you're actually on the ground first person, it might be looking better because of how the textures are built into the engine. But I'm not really sure. I don't know enough to comment on that, but it could be one of the issues. But yeah, definitely doesn't worth $70 though. I mean, not this day and age for a game that looks like this and plays like this. Definitely not $70 worth. But yeah, I mean, if you want to play a game similar to this, I would probably play Desperado. Is it Desperado gameplay? I don't know if I'm remembering this right. Yeah, Desperados gameplay. Desperados 3. Yeah. Desperados 3 gameplay. Let's see if we can. Yeah, so this is kind of similar to what Commandos is. Similar. I can't see anything. Yeah, so see how this immediately looks a little better. Oh, okay. Oh, it's just loading the video. 5 years ago, yeah. 5 years ago. But yeah, it's a 5-year-old game, but it still looks better. This is kind of similar game to Commando. For a 5-year-old game, it looks pretty okay, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't cost $70. Desperados 3.
Gotta take him out from here. Better throw a knife.
Did I just? Oh. Yeah, it's $58. It's still fucking expensive. 58. But yeah, it's It's a similar kind of game. Desperados 3, and I think there are like other Desperados.
These folks sure came prepared. Better get up top.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, for a 5-year-old game, still cost $80, very odd, very odd. Oh, it looks like this is the kind of price tag that they're going for. Desperados 2 looks very old. Yeah, Desperados 3 is the top-down game. And this actually was a good game. It had, like, as you can see, overwhelmingly positive reviews on it. So it's a good game. But would I buy it at $58? Probably not. But Steam does have sales every now and then, so like heavy discounts. Sometimes they put it down as cheap as like $20. So it might be worth waiting for a sale like that. Which, like, a big sale should be coming down soon for holidays. So it might be very cheap, like $20, and then it will be worth it then. But right now, not worth it. Still a good game if you want to play something like Commandos. Age of Bharat, yeah. Haven't heard of anything about it, but there was another Indian game that I did a reaction a couple of weeks ago called Unleash the Avatar, which I thought looked pretty awesome. Rough around the edges, obviously, because it's still like an alpha build, very early in the progress stage. But I thought it was like a impressively good looking game. Yeah, that's the one with the horror vibes when like a funny moves. Like the bro was doing like a Shah Rukh Khan move going like this in the middle of the combat. That I thought was a little cringe. And yeah, the combat felt a little stiff. I mean, I'm purely making these comments based on an alpha build that probably is very early in the development stage. So I think they would actually fix all that up, hopefully by the time when the final game releases. It's still a way away. The one I was talking about, Unleash the Avatar. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, it's definitely it's a good looking game. It's a very impressive looking game. I haven't seen a game that looks impressive graphically like this coming out of India before this, other than one other game I mentioned called Mukti. That looks pretty good, but this looks also pretty good. It's just the gameplay, like I said, it's a bit stiff, but they do mention that it's an alpha build, very early stages of development, so it'll be unfair for me to comment on that now because they're still working on it. So, but given that it's an alpha build, it's very impressive.
Your battles entertain the gods. But remember that a true warrior
I have to show you that gameplay where he goes like this. That I thought was really funny.
No favor from the gods.
Game of Thrones game. Yeah, that was a while ago, bro. Game of Thrones game was like, it's already out. It's a mobile game. That's also on PC for some reason. Oh, that's not. Oh, wait, hang on. Watch this. Watch this. Look at this. Oh. Bro, it's like way too cool for this game, man. He's like freaking yawning in the middle of the combat. He's like, yeah, this is like nothing for me. So weird. Oh, and then it involves into this whole like thing. All right, hang on, let me show you. He gets this power. There you go. Hang on a second. He comes back to life. The enemy comes back to life, and then he goes upside down and he turns into this weird thingy. There you go. It's like special ability, and he's got his hands on his back. and then all he does is dodge. He's like,
Time is of the essence.
like you can't hit me. You can't hit me, son. I'm too cool for you. That's all you do. It's like I'm the GOAT. You can't touch me. I don't know. That's what I mean. Like, I feel like the combat might need some rethinking, but I don't know. This is probably like the first fight you have before, like, maybe you lose all your abilities and then you kind of reset. This is kind of how usually it goes with like games like this. You start off with like all the abilities unlocked and you have like a massive epic fight with all the abilities, and it's like you're too powerful, and then some shit goes down and you lose all your abilities, and then you gotta reset and then gain one by one as the game goes on. That's what I imagine this would flow to be like. So I'm assuming we're seeing that first fight with all the abilities where you got all the power, and then next minute in the game you're probably gonna lose all that and you're gonna have to rebuild it back up. That's what I'm feeling like. That's probably why he's like playing it too cool, like doing all the like hair flicks and all that. So weird, but I get it. It's coming from India. It's got its own identity. I like it as a concept. Yeah. It's got a long way to go. It's wishlisted on Steam, and it says it's coming. Actually, it doesn't have a release date, so it might be a while away. It just got announced a couple of weeks ago, so it looks like this probably going to be like a 2027 release. Yeah, 2027 release, I think. Yeah. Let's read the comments. Yeah. So when I first watched this, just to give you like a heads up, this was uploaded to IGN India. It wasn't on IGN official channel. So it was on IGN India, which is a separate YouTube channel. And all the comments on that are, as you might expect, mostly from India, and they were pretty positive and supportive. This is on the main IGN channel, which I haven't seen. So I imagine the comments might be a little different. So let's brace ourselves and have a look at it. Or you might get pleasantly surprised. Boss stopped to smoke mid-battle. Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Oh shit, what did I do? Oh, I zoom out too much. There you go. Facial expressions and eye movements need to be animated for the finishes, but this looks awesome. Yeah. Avatar, the art of aura farming. Aura farming the game. I mean, that is what it feels like. This game has a lot of potential. Take your time, Dave. Yeah, there you go. Nice comment. I think there is potential. My favorite part is his smoking in dodges and in some of his block animations. Yeah. The cocky dodge and QTE scene is what hooked me. Yeah, I wasn't sold on the QTEs, by the way. Look, the QTEs I find really annoying in games. There was a whole era of games, like I would say good 10 years ago, where everything had QTEs, and it was the most annoying time. The villain is way cooler than the main character. Yeah. Yeah, the main character is some dude that hang on, let me go back, because I want to show you something. Like the conversation they have, literally they might need to work on the voice acting here.
Sacred? You call this sacred? What is wrong with this town?
I mean, what are your thoughts on that delivery of that line? Why is it in English? Okay, my thoughts. I think because they're trying to capture a wider audience with this game, they are releasing the footage with English voice acting. But I think in the game you will have the option to play it with probably Hindi or maybe other languages like Tamil or Malayalam or Telugu, but I think for the purpose of making it global, but it sounds like it's Indian English. Yeah, Indian English. Yeah, I don't know. But it's just the delivery is too funny. I think the villain dude is actually doing a pretty okay job. The main character's delivery is kind of laughable.
You have made a mistake. They will be back. Yamaloka cannot hold our kind. Your very presence here is unwelcome. You tread on sacred sanctuary.
Sacred? You call this sacred? What is wrong with this town?
Yeah. I cringe at that delivery every single time, dude. I don't know. I think they definitely need to work on some of that stuff too. But I don't know how far along in the development they are, if they can do anything about it. But yeah, it's that and the QTE I'm not sold on. The QTE that I'm referring to here is specifically like over here in this here you'll see there's a moment where the time slows down. There you go, right here, the time slows down, and I feel like that's a prompt to click like a press on a button to do a finisher. There you go, see, the time literally slows down to like a halt, and then it transition into like animation. There you go, see, it just literally transition into an animation. I think that's a QTE very clearly for me. You might think otherwise, but to me that feels very clearly a QTE, and I'm not liking that. I feel like, there you go, it's literally just stopped, comes to a stop until you press the button. Here, watch again. It goes and attack the person, and then the little dot thing, it turns red, comes to a top, you press a button, and then like a finisher animation plays out. That I'm not pretty sold on, I want that to be more for like a counter attack or a dodge thing. That would be better, or like a parry. Like, games have come to be these days, which really works. That's why they're still there. I think, yeah, I don't know. The fact that this started as a joke at first is hilarious. What do you mean by that? Started as a joke? That way, I don't know what he's on about. Okay, so there's some hate comments over here. All the haters are gathering in one thread, which is nice, I suppose. They all bro, what are you on about? You alright, man? Chinese game. Oh, you're talking about Blood Message. Are you? Is it Blood Message? There are so many games coming out of Asia, dude. You gotta be specific because I can't keep up. There's Where Winds Meet, which is dropping soon, which is a free-to-play open world game that is coming in a couple of weeks, I think. And then there's Blood Message, which is supposed to come next year. Fast Running, it was open world. Yeah. Okay, so either you're talking about Where Winds Meet. Either you're talking about this game. Yeah. Is it this one?
Hey guys, it's Paradise, and we.
Yeah. You're probably talking about this game. This is a free-to-play open world game. Yeah. It's this one. You're talking about this one. This will be out soon. I think this guy got like a playtest. That's why he's got access to this. It's this one where you can do fast running and all that. It's this game. It looks beautiful, and it's absolutely free to play, and it's a single player game. Amazing. I'm looking forward to this. But people who have done play testing on this had some concerns about how the gameplay is, and some of them felt like it might be a little bit boring and repetitive. I can't really comment on that because everybody has different opinions. So unless I play it myself, I can't really comment on that. So it's gonna be a free to play game, dude. You're not expected to pay anything. So I'm just gonna drop in when it comes out, play it. It's got Dynasty Warriors vibe, yeah, it does. But I think the action is a little bit more tighter than that. It's a little bit more. If I can see some gameplay. I mean, to me, this looks kind of like Ghost games, you know, like in terms of this player style. It looks a little bit more detailed and fleshed out than Dynasty Warriors. Yeah, it looks like he grew a beard. I don't know. Look, the art style feels very close to Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yote games. I mean, it's hard to compare. It's very similar settings too, you know. But yeah, I think in terms of like how the game plays, it might be a little closer to Dynasty Warriors in terms of like, because it does feel very light in terms of movement. But I think it's a little bit more tighter than Dynasty Warriors though. I feel like the closer game that you can compare this to is Rise of the Ronin. Rise of the Ronin probably is way closer to this game than any other game that I've seen. And I enjoyed Rise of the Ronin. That was a pretty good game. Even though it looked shit. It looked garbage. But it played beautifully. I love the game. But this looks like a better looking version of Rise of the Ronin. With a lot of loot and collecting and stuff. I mean, that's what you would expect from a game like this, which is free to play. The other game that I'm even more interested to see, which is dropping soon, is Crimson Desert. I've been talking a lot about this game. They've been dropping so many new videos on IGN, which I have been covering as well. This game looks fantastic. It's coming in March, just 3 months before GTA 6 drops, which is, I would say, ideal timing. And yeah, it's dropping, you know, it's dropping soon, and it's looking freaking-tastic. I'm so hyped for this game. It is also a Korean game, I believe. It's coming from Korea. Asian games are killing it, man. I think 2026 is going to be the year of Asian games. There's a lot coming. And even 2027, there's a lot more games in the pipeline that's slated to release in 2027 that's coming from Asia that's been announced. A lot has announced. They're taking over. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, this is that. It looks fantastic. But yeah, man, those are some of the games. But going back to what I was talking about before, do you remember Project IGN? IGI, sorry, IGN. What am I talking about? Project IGI. This might be a deep cut for some of you. I don't know if you remember this game, but I have sunk in so many hours into this game as a kid, like a 12-year-old kid maybe, like very young. And this is kind of the only game that I could get to work on my computer back in the day. Nothing else really worked that well. And I played a lot of this game. And I really want them to make a remake of this game, you know? Look at this game. It's Project IGI stands for I'm Going In. And this is the first mission, Train Yard. Okay? Train Yard is your first mission. It was so hard. You get stuck in this game for days and weeks. Because how it works is not like games like nowadays. The timing of everything is pretty precise and very tight. So in between each enemy that you encounter and kill, you have to manage your bullets and timing both. If you don't, you literally get like struck by one enemy, like 1 or 2 bullets, you're down. And then you have to start the entire mission from the beginning.
Transportation assets. 2.
There's no checkpoints, nothing. You can go all the way to the very end of the game, and if you die, you start in the mission from the beginning. That's how tough this was, dude. No checkpoints. So it was kind of like you spend so much time sort of perfecting a specific route along the map, like the mission area. You like kind of perfect a specific route in the map from the beginning to end, and you kind of try to perfect that, and you know, you keep doing it until you get it right. That's how you played it back in the day.
Get to the truck. This is your objective on
And
the
that
mission.
kept you
Reach it and steal it.
going backwards in games. Yeah, man. And interestingly, this kept me occupied for many years, man. Many years. Look, it hasn't aged well. Obviously, it looks like shit now. But back in the day, I remember thinking, oh my god, this looks awesome. And yeah, there you go. That's like, it's just a compound. Like an enemy compound. Bring up Quake. But look at this dude. Okay. Let me show you what you mean. Like, let's watch a little bit. Alright. This is 9 minutes. So he's going through the entire mission of Train Yard in 9 minutes. Because he's done it so many times. Right? This dude sometimes notice you, and if he notices you, he takes you out from up there. And then you have to start again. And sometimes there are like enemies here too. So if you come down on the wrong time, they will be in this room. So like I said, timing is everything here. See, this is the health bar, and you can't replenish this. If this goes down to 0, you're dead. You can't bring it back up. There's no health pickups. I think there may be one from memory in. I don't know if it was in this mission. I can't remember now. But look at that AK-47, dude. That's the first time I tried an AK-47 and a Uzi SMG. Is that how you call it? Stop wasting your bullets. This guy makes it look so easy. Yeah, okay, so security cameras offline for 2 minutes. That means as soon as those cameras go offline, like online, go back up online, everyone will know where you are if you're outside of the compound. So you gotta be careful. Any new Hitman games coming out? I don't think new Hitman games are coming out, but they're releasing a new James Bond game, the same people who made Hitman, which I'm excited for. I think it's called 007 First Light. Ooh, Dragunov. And that's a sniper rifle. This sniper rifle is awesome. Look at that. Boom. You get like 10 rounds and you gotta make it count. You know? There are so many people inside this building, so if the alarm goes off, everybody comes out and then you're screwed. You can't do anything. Because you don't have, first thing, you don't have enough bullets and like to take all of them out. So you're gonna die anyway. Oh, there's nowhere you can hide. Wow, this takes ages. Look how long it takes to get there. Damn. Okay. I remember it being much faster than that. As you can see, it's a very specific path. This is the path that I took as well. You go up there, and then you take out the sniper, and then you rope. You use the rope to slide down to that watchtower, and then you go around these containers. Yeah, see those? Yeah, if you get noticed by one of those things, you're screwed. Everybody comes out, and this is a gun with a suppressor on it, so you're okay. No one can hear you shoot. That's the only saving grace. Oh my god, I remember this room. So many times I've been stuck in that without being able to come out. So nostalgic, dude. Hey, he's taking a different path. I haven't done this before. Anyway, my point is, this is a great game. Great game. Hasn't aged well and probably gonna suck if you play it now. But I think they need to bring this IP back. Project IGI. It was a cool IP. I really wish they would bring it back. Yeah. Alright. I've said my piece. I want to go back to gonna go check out my usual Reddit threads, because sometimes I dig out some stuff in Reddit threads and pretty cool. Battlefield. New skins for season 0. What? Okay. I'll go to gaming news and leaks. Tech investor declares AI games are going to be amazing. Post an AI generated demo of a god awful shooter as proof. I gotta check this one out. Okay. Alright. This is interesting. Tech investor. I mean, what do you think about tech investors? You know, the moment you hear tech investor commenting on gaming industry, the first thing I think about is, okay, this guy understands tech, but he doesn't really understand gaming, because it's very easy to sort of think, okay, games, tech kind of go in hand in hand. Yeah, but not really, you know? So every time this is something Elon Musk said as well. I wonder if it's Elon Musk, but Elon Musk was also saying that, you know, he wants to get in gaming and use AI to do it, which I was like, AI in gaming is never going to be a good thing unless it's like something really advanced, but we're not there yet. Not with AI yet, you know. I don't think we're there yet, but let's read on and see. I want to see this clip. AI generated demo for God Awful Shooter. Okay. This is by Lincoln Carpenter on PC Gamer website. On an almost daily basis, terminally tech-brained individuals insist that AI will determine the future of human creativity if you simply believe hard enough. Yeah. Today, the soothsayer is Matt Schumer, an investor who offered a demonstration of his vision for AI's video game development potential, and was quickly blasted for it because the vision sucks to look at. I love this guy's writing style. It's very sarcastic. I love it. Schumer, CEO of Hyperwrite. Okay, what's Hyperwrite? A company offering cutting-edge AI tools like team member praise generator and AI sympathy message generator by Hyperwrite for heartfelt cards. Bro, okay. I gotta see this one. AI tools, document, okay. Okay, so it's like a, he's got a, like a, you know, LLM, large, was it large language model, or what do you call that? AI language model. So that's what this is. So he's got different script sort of integrated into that model. That's what this is. Okay, nothing big. It's just different version of a chat GPT, or as Boris, the former Prime Minister of UK, says, chat GPT, AI. Have you seen that? Have you seen that? Have you seen that video? I gotta show you that, bro. I'm getting sidetracked. Boris, Chat GPT, and AI. I gotta. Okay, look at this guy.
I love AI. Do you use AI? Absolutely. Do you use ChatGPT? Do you know ChatGPT? I love ChatGPT. I love it. ChatGPT is fantastic. It's so not ChatGPT. I love AI.
Bruh.
Do you use AI? Absolutely. Do you use ChatGPT?
Do you use
ChatGPT? I
AI?
love ChatGPT. I love it. ChatGPT is fantastic.
I have never heard a person pronounce those two words the way he does. ChatGPT and AI. I'm sorry, but this dude is literally like a UK version of Trump. French sounding. AI and ChatGPT. Anyway, I'm not gonna keep making fun of him. Anyway, let's go back to this. AI sympathy message generator. Okay. AI games are okay. So this dude's got a LLM website. Yesterday with the caption, AI games are going to be amazing, judging from the boastful sound on. He seemed convinced the video would illustrate the inevitability of our magnificent AI future. I do have to see this now. Oh, jeez. What the heck? No, what the heck? What the fuck is this? Okay, wait, hang on. Let's watch it full screen for you guys. I mean, I want you to watch this in its full glory, okay? This is what we're talking about here. Wait, hang on. What? So it's a text prompt? So it's an automatic thingy, and then you get a text prompt, drive into the uptown subway, or push up Broadway behind the bus, or cut right, climb the fire escape. So you get 3 points, and it's a text prompt, and you click on it. That's garbage. Dude, what the heck just happened there? Look at this. What? And then he decides the train just appears out of nowhere. Okay. Front car exit next stop. Okay, cool. And then, well, I don't know what he did. He just did that, and then something in the door opened. Yeah, this looks shit though. Blast up Broadway, draft the truck. Take Lafayette exit, climb scaffolding, slip into service, north ladder. Dude, look at all this text. Look, that's not how you say Lafayette. Detroit become human. Detroit become AI garbage sloth. Bruh. Why did he do a random jump, man? Look at it. He did a random jump. He was like, huh? Okay, Detroit Become Human wasn't just a text-based thing. Like, you could actually control the person, and there were like dialogue options. They had dialogue options, but that's different. That's different. Like, each dialogue option had like a consequence of, you know, into the next, whatever's gonna happen next. But you literally had like you know, actually playing the game too. The Indian game. The Indian game is pretty good, man. Okay. Oh my god. I did not, dude. Okay. Watch. Okay. This is what it says. It says drop down and escape. Drop down and escape. Look what it does, okay? This is the prompt. So you got 3 prompts. Counter snipe the rival, cross the conduit to flank, drop down and escape. That's how it drops down. Where the fuck did this garbage can come from? Look at that again. What? There's a garbage can. Oh, that's some next level reloading, bro. Is that straight out of COD? Alright, what's the next prompt? Cut the gate and push north. Enter the steaming basement. Climb the rear fire escape. Obviously, he's gonna cut the gate and push north. Let's see how he cuts the gate. Oh, bro. Where did that gate come from? Hang on. Was there a gate here? Okay. So, there was no gate here. Okay? Let it open. Dude, there was no gate here. Look at this. No gate. It's just a freaking road. And then he do a gymnastic whatever here next to the garbage can that appeared out of nowhere, and he keeps going, do a weird reload, and then now he's about to go into this thing, but then you get a prompt to say cut the gate and push. I was assuming it's this gate, but then as soon as you click it, you turn, and then there's a random gate with a random road and a random, it's like a new scene. What? And it turns into first person. It turns into first person. Wait, hang on a second. What would it say? It's so fast. It says suppress the van team. Dev's gotta get this. Okay, he's suppressing the van team. Is he shooting at them? Are they like enemies? Are they supposed to be enemies, bro? Like literally on his side? Facing backwards? They literally just got out of the van, and the van kind of moved to the sideways for some reason. And then he's shooting the van. I'm so freaking confused. What was that next prompt? Escape into the sewer. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea at this point. Bro. Okay. When you see this, okay? Escape to the sewer. You see a sewer right here, like sewer opening. What's your next thought? You look at this and, oh yeah, that's the sewer. You're gonna go through that now. Never let people guess your next move. Have you seen those memes? This is that. No, it's not this one. It's the one right next to it under the freaking van that he blew up. And for some reason, that there's a ladder that extends outside through the van for some reason. What? Oh, okay. Why did he drop? He just dropped like out of nowhere into something dropped. You don't know what dropped, but then, okay. You're moving in first person again. The tank meme. I know, that was epic. That was epic, bro. We get a lot of those. Take the main channel to north. Before we do that, there was somebody here. Dude, who are these random people underground? It looks like there's like some sort of a hole underground with a lot of people there. Why is that a thing? And what? This doesn't make sense here. Okay. Oh, whoa, okay. Wait. Take the main channel. Okay. Secret Society underground. Okay, wait, hang on. One more thing. Dude, does that make sense? Whatever's happening here, there's a helicopter like right next to the sewer opening here. Why is there a helicopter just shining a light into the sewer? Would that ever happen in real life?
They've got a chopper on us. Find some cover now.
They got a chopper on us. Find some cover now. Okay, so that's where it ends. Okay, this killed some of my brain cells looking at it, but I did it for you. Yeah, the confidence on this guy posting this, saying AI games are going to be amazing, sound on. That's some next level shit, man. I mean, I appreciate the confidence on this guy, but honestly, like, I gotta see some of the comments. I have to see the comments. No, not reply. How do I check the comments? Bro, I want to see the comments. And what do I... Not reply. Where are the comments? Another example. Oh my god. There's another example. He posted another example. Bro. Okay. Part 2. Scene 1. Storyboard. Okay. Is this... Okay, maybe this is just a recording of the phone or something. That's probably why that's there. This doesn't feel like a game. It looks like a cutscene, most likely. Climb the ghost stairs. Hang on a second. He came out of a door, turn around, and there are stairs now where he came out of. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, he can walk on air. Look at that. The dude is straight up walking on air. I guess that's an ability that you unlock later in the game, maybe? Okay. The thing is casually falling and he's reacting nothing to it. It's like, oh yeah, this is falling. I'm just gonna keep walking on it. It jumped. Whoa, where did that come from? Rappel with chain. The water came out of nowhere. And now he's in some sort of a... What? What? No. Oh, bro. I don't think he plays games. I don't think he plays games. I think he probably played Mario Kart and maybe Super Mario World back in the day. Maybe Donkey Kong. A little bit of maybe Zelda. I think he played it back in the day in like Super Nintendo or something. Or Nintendo 64. And then he probably never played a game since then. And I think with that in mind, this probably looks amazing to him as to what games can do now. Because I think that's the only thing that makes sense in my head. Because why else would you think this looks awesome? This looks shit. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Going back to the article, what it says here is, in actuality, what he uploaded was an embarrassingly incoherent AI-generated mock of a imitation shooter gameplay. Yeah, of course. It's a lot of AI sludge. There was let's not do the whole article. We already went through that. But do you remember there was like some AI slop that turned up on PS5 store, and I think it was removed later on. It was called a Titanic Simulator or something. AI game. Titanic Escape Simulator. Titanic Escape Simulator. Yeah. Okay, so this popped up on PlayStation Store as a real game that you could wishlist and even pre-order. And this supposed to be the gameplay for the game. Turned out it was a complete AI slop and it wasn't a real game. And you can tell if you really pay attention to it. None of this looks real. I mean, look at some of the like details on these characters, okay? And even even at the very beginning, like you can tell like some of the disappearing parts here. You can look at this character, okay? Like go back, keep looking at this. What the hell is going on here? And Titanic never had 4. I don't think there was 4. I think it was 3. Doesn't make sense. And this is like there's like random letters looking scribbles on here. And this doesn't look like actual proper windows. Yeah. This looks kind of okay, I guess. Yeah. Okay. The dead giveaway here is look at their hands and movement, okay? And their faces. They just don't look like they're from a video game or even real life. None of that. Look at the hands. It's so weird. They've done a pretty good job. Look at all that, okay? Look at all that. Look at this movement. It's very clearly AI. Very clearly AI. Look at this. That looks very AI, dude. That's not how people move. That's not how boats move. Yeah, so this AI slope turned up on PS5 and I think it was removed now. I don't think it's there anymore, but yeah, it got a lot of backlash for being, like, you know, making it through the screening process and ended up in the PS Store. And I don't think this will be the last of it. I think we're gonna see more AI slop making its way to game stores and some people being misled by it too, eventually. And unfortunately, we're gonna see a lot more of that. A lot more of that. What else have we got? What else have we got? Live service games are not real games. PlayStation boss says. Oh, okay. I mean, you should say that to PlayStation themselves. This is on GameSpot. According to this article that went out of whack when I zoomed in. Okay. Live service games are not real games, former PlayStation boss says. Sean Layden, a live service game isn't really a game. The former PlayStation exec said in an interview that live service game is better described as a repetitive action engagement device. Then what is a game? Speaking to The Ringer, Layden said the game needs 3 elements. It needs a story, I need a character, and I need a world, he said. And Horizon, God of War, Uncharted have all 3 of these things. If you're doing a live service game, you just need a repetitive action that most people can get their head around, and the ability to communicate in the world with other like-minded people, and the players decide to do it again and again and again. I think this is a little bit too harsh. I feel like both are different types of games, you know? You got games like Horizon, God of War, Uncharted, Black Myth Wukong, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Elden Ring. Again, those are like even like subgenres of the RPGs, right? You got open world action games and you got linear narrative action adventures like Uncharted, not Ghost of Yotei, that's an open world, but Uncharted is linear narrative action adventure. You got Ghost of Yotei, which is RPG, open world RPGs, and you got Crimson Desert, which is like a bit of everything. It's not really an RPG according to the devs, but it's more like action adventure open world game. And then you got games like Elden Ring, which is Souls-like open world game. But then you have Demon Souls and Bloodborne, which are not open world. I think Bloodborne is open world. Maybe I forgot. But Demon Souls is linear Souls-like game. Black Myth Wukong inspired by Souls-like, not a full Souls-like, but a linear adventure game with sandbox elements in it. So you have different variations, and then you do have online service games, live service games that are also different. You have games like Fortnite, which a lot of kids play. You have games like Roblox, a lot of kids play that too. Minecraft is also could be a live service game if you play it online with friends. And then you have games like Call of Duty and Battlefield and other tactical shooters and top-down shooters and stuff like that. Different types of games, like Baldur's Gate 3 is like an online game that you can play with other friends, which could be described as a live service game. But these are very different types of games, and they play different. And also Helldivers 2 was extraction shooter style game, kind of. And then you have zombie shooters. Like I said, if you putting all of the live service game into one category and call it a repetitive action engagement device, I think that doesn't really describe what they are for, because within those live service game genre, there are a lot of subgenres that have very different player bases, and even the live service games themselves actually play differently, cater to different needs of the player and different styles of the player. So this is a little bit too blindsided, I would say, a little bit too overgeneralizing. Says Layden left Sony in 2019. He hasn't said exactly why he left, but explained in the interview that live service was not my skill set. I understand that, because this is around the time when Sony did push a lot of live service games to be developed, and a lot of the people were not on board with that. And we see the results of those with games like Concord doing pretty terrible, and they're still pushing some of the live service games. I reckon. I can't really recall what's coming up now. Is there? I think there's a Horizon IP that's also a live service game that's coming. Still bizarre to me. So they're still kind of pushing that narrative with making live service games, and I understand some of the devs, some of the people that were in the studios were not happy about that, and rightfully so, because none of these games really worked out for Sony. But having said that, still, I just don't think calling live service games are not real games. It's probably a bit of a stretch. Sony later cut their projection in half. At the time, Sony was investing heavily in live service, and was planning to release a dozen live service games by 2026. Sony later cut that projection in half, and some of the titles it has released, like Concord, failed spectacularly. Yeah, of course. Others like Helldivers 2, which actually did really well. Yeah, it is pretty interesting. It's a bit of a hit and miss. Researcher Joost van Drunen told The Ringer that Sony's misses in the live service department sting, but they're not fatal. Even if live service fizzles, the PS5 business is strong. The real risk isn't collapse, it's wasted time and money that could have gone into what Sony already does best. Exactly. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Sony has invested more than 1.45 billion into Fortnite developer Epic Games, so the company likely stands to benefit as Fortnite continues to grow and grow. Sony is also continuing to invest in its own live service projects, and the next big release is Bungie's Marathon. I totally forgot about that. Bungie's Marathon is coming, guys, which is the same developers as Destiny 2. People who played Marathon is saying that it plays really well, but they're not really sold on the world itself, the lore itself, and some of the game mechanics. Most of the people have said that the sessions that you play kind of feels a little empty, and like you're sort of alone most of the time in the game, and the inventory management kind of sucks and all that stuff. So it'll be interesting. I just don't think it's a full fledged. It's gonna be a huge success like Destiny was. I just don't think it might have a cult following over time, maybe, but I just don't think Marathon is gonna be as huge as people make it out to be, because we already have a bunch of games that actually plays like Marathon, that are good extraction shooters. So I just don't see, unless Marathon has something very exceptional, people switching from what they already play into Marathon. Just don't see it. The game already had a rocky release road to release, though, as it was delayed indefinitely and is caught up in an art theft scandal. Yeah, it was. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so interesting take on live service games are not real games, former PlayStation boss. Yeah, Sean Layden, I don't really fully agree with the dude, but I understand where he's coming from, given what he might have had to go through, you know? Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it today. Oh, before I wrap up today, I have one tiny announcement to make. I have been approached by a small indie game developer team from Sri Lanka, and asked me to try out a demo of a game that they're working on. So I'm not gonna give away too much information right now because I'm still kind of playing it. Having said that, it's not like a special invitation with like a special link or anything. The demo is still available to play on Steam for anyone who wants to jump in. And I will give more information on that in my in a video that I will be uploading soon. So I'm playing it right now, and I'll be doing an impression video. So tune into that one soon. And yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that because it's kind of like my first invite from it's an indie game developer, small, yes, but it's still very special to me because I've been sort of personally asked to try it, which is awesome, which is really awesome. And the other thing is I think I've got 99 subs on YouTube, which is fantastic. Thank you so much. I mean, I really freaking appreciate you subscribing and enjoy my content. I one more and I hit 100, man, and that's a milestone for me. So freaking amazing. I'm kind of over the moon right now. So more information on the game that I'm trying, and it's a zombie game actually. So you might be interested. I will give more information in a video that's coming in a couple of days. So tune in for that. What are we doing for 100 subs? What do you want me to do, bro? What do you want me to do? I'll probably well, Shiny said that we should probably celebrate and cut a cake or something. I don't know. I wasn't sure what to do, but I might do a special stream and we can do whatever you want. We might celebrate. I need to think about that. I haven't really thought big on that because I've sort of been hustling. Definitely some sort of a celebration. I might do a special stream just for that one. Cake for myself. Yeah, 100%. We will celebrate. We will do a special stream, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. I get to do what I do because of you guys, and I know, like, the stream, and Zaved, you're pretty much like the only person here most of the time when I do these streams, and haven't had a lot of engagement here, but I still upload clips from my streams into my YouTube channel and TikTok, and people engage on that. People leave comments, people join my Discord and leave comments there, and yeah, it feels amazing. And when people engage and they leave nice comments as well, so it's really cool. I get to do this because of all this, so thank you very much. So yeah, tune into the video, man. Tune into that impression video from that indie game. So remember, I'm only doing this for when you blow up. I can show 100%, man. I'm always gonna appreciate you being here from day one. So I really do appreciate it, bro. Really do appreciate it. Anyway, let's wrap it up so I can join with my boy to play some more Battlefield 6 tonight. So I'll see you in the battlefield, mate. And thank you everybody else for tuning in. If you're watching this later on YouTube or Twitch or Kick or wherever you watch it, short stream. Yeah, it's turned out to be a pretty long one. Sorry, but I think we all had fun. Hopefully. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. I'll be back on Tuesday. So tune into Tuesday stream, and in between then, watch my content on YouTube. There's some good stuff there. And I also have a level up video coming up. It's been 4 months, just over 4 months now since I started this. So I've got my 4 months update coming up in a level up video soon as well. So you can expect that in a couple of days. So until then, bye-bye.
Alright, time to paradigm. The underdog's logging off. Baby! Thanks for hanging out for laughs, memes, and gaming clout. Even if I tripped, lost, or failed, you stuck around and that prevailed. We checked trailers, spilt the tea, mispronounced a game or three. Call of Duty fails, oh that's me, but the chat laughed along, pure victory. Grab your snacks, hydrate up, don't fall asleep. I'll be back soon with news to peep. The underdog may stumble, trip, or rage, but you're the legends who fill my stage. Grab your snacks, hydrate up, don't fall asleep. I'll be back soon with news to peep. The underdog may stumble, trip, or rage, but you're the legends who fill my stage.
Attention chat, Jaybeazt is officially signing off. He may try to explain the plot of a game he hasn't played, argue with NPCs about story choices, or get stuck in the tutorial forever. And if someone says something wild in chat, he might go,
"Oh mate, don't say that!" Thanks for surviving the chaos, laughing at my fails, and pretending my Call of Duty aim is fine. Catch you next time, same underdog energy, less chaos, maybe. But thanks for surviving the chaos, laughing at my fails, and pretending my Call of Duty aim is fine. Catch you next time, same underdog energy, less chaos, maybe.